Hi everyone, Animal Girl here, back with another of my top favorite videos. And this one is my top 10 favorite domestic animals. And while not requested, this video was actually inspired by a comment on my top 10 favorite wild animals video post made by Starfire. Okay. We all love our domestic animals, whether they are farm animals or pets. They find a very special place in our hearts. And to many of us, particularly the pets, become like our children. So this is a list of my top 10 favorite domestic animals. Number 10 is ferrets. I actually really like ferrets. I know a lot of you are probably thinking, well, ferret's a wild animal. And yes, some of the animals on this list can be classified as wild animals as well. But these are also animals that can be considered pets as well. And ferrets are considered pets. Some people do keep them as pets. So I really do like ferrets. I love their little masks. I think they are just so cute. They are related to weasels, so you do have to be a little careful with them, as they do have sharp little teeth, and I'm pretty sure they get into everything like weasels do. But they're still cute, and I love their long little bodies and whatnot. So I just think they're really adorable. Number 9 is birds. I do like birds. I've never had a bird. I would like to have a bird, but unfortunately I have 3 cats, and it just wouldn't be fair to the birds if I were to have one, because the cats, particularly the 2 younger ones, would probably be tormenting it all day. But I do like to watch the birds that live in my backyard. And we do feed them from the bird feeder, so in a way they are kind of like my outdoor pets. But I do like birds. Birds are very pretty. The domestic ones particularly come in a lot of pretty colors, and you can mostly like finches and canaries and whatnot. My absolute favorite of the domestic birds is actually the zebra finch, and if I actually had one, I would name it Zecora, after the zebra from My Little Ponies, just because I think that would be cute. Zecora the zebra finch. Number 8 is rabbits. Love rabbits. They're cute, they're cuddly, they have floppy little ears and little noses that just are constantly twitching. And anything that's really cute and cuddly, just lots of bonus points for me. And rabbits are, to me, like the definition of cute and cuddly. We see them everywhere, particularly in the springtime. We actually have some rabbits that live in the yard next to us that like to come over into our yard. And they get chased by my dog and cats. Again, I would love to have one, but considering the fact I have a dog and a cat, I just don't think it would be fair to them. Plus, I've been told we have way too many animals as it is. Number 7 is horses. Love horses. I have wanted a horse since I was like a little girl. Unfortunately, suburbs is not the best place to keep a horse. And I really don't have the time to put into taking care of a horse. But I do like them. They are probably the only animal on this list that is classified as a farm animal. And by that I mean you actually have to be in the country to keep one on your property, or you have to board it at a stable. But I do like them. There is this trust thing with horses, and between the horse and the rider, because whether you're competing in racing or show jumping or dressage, there has to be that trust between you and your horse, or even if you're just trail riding, there has to be that trust between you and the horse to see this through. And it's true with like any human animal partnership, but especially with the horse, because the horse is so much bigger. If it wanted to, it could definitely throw you. So you really have to trust the horse not to do that, and the horse has to trust that you know what you're doing. And they're very intelligent creatures too. I just absolutely love them. Okay, number 6 is guinea pigs. Love guinea pigs. I love guinea pigs for primarily the same reasons I love rabbits, except for the floppy ears, because guinea pigs don't have floppy ears. Again, would love to have one, but because I have a dog and cats, it just wouldn't be fair to the poor little thing, because they would be tormenting it. Not necessarily meaning to, although Chloe, maybe. But it just really wouldn't be fair to the poor little thing. But again, they're cute. Absolutely love them. They're like really big hamsters, basically. Okay, and now 5 onward are all animals that I either have owned or do own. Okay, number 5 is gerbils. As stated in the last slide, I have had a gerbil in the past. Her name was Claudia. She was actually a brown gerbil, just like the one pictured here. That is not her, but she was very similar in coloration. My sister also had a gerbil named Zippy because it zipped around its cage. I named mine after my favorite character from the Babysitters Club because when I had her, I was really into that. I just really love gerbils. They're small, and you can just kind of handle them. And we would put them in these little exercise balls and let them run around the main floor of our house. We would do both at the same time. And also my sister and I, we would take them into either my room or her room, and we would cover up any places where they could kind of sneak in and just kind of let them run around a little bit, and we'd keep the door shut and whatnot. Just, let them get out of their cages a little bit. But I absolutely love gerbils. I think they're so cute. They're like little mice, but their tails are thicker. You can actually pick them up by their tails if you grab them at the base of the tail where the tail meets the body. We would actually pick them up that way, and it's very safe to do so. Or at least it was when we had gerbils. I don't think that really changed much because animals don't change that much. Okay, number 4 is hamsters. I've actually had 3 hamsters. The first one was Harvey, and I got him as a Christmas present. The second, and he was a golden teddy bear hamster. The second one was Melissa, who I got right after Harvey died. She was actually called Harvey the Second at first until I woke up and found these little jelly beans in the cage with her. And I knew right away what they were. They were baby hamsters. And I told my mom and dad I had to change Harvey 2's name to Melissa. And they were like, why? And I said, well, because he had babies. So basically every kid in the neighborhood got a hamster that year. And my sister got one as well. She named it Cutie. And Melissa was also a golden teddy bear hamster. And the third one was an albino hamster that I named Rose Dust. And after her, I got Claudia. And then after Claudia, there were no more pocket pets because we had gotten our first cat. And it just was not fair to them to be in the house with the cat. And the cat wasn't going anywhere. Okay, number 3 is fish. I love fish. I love the fact that you can choose between saltwater and freshwater. I currently have freshwater. And you can set up the tanks to actually be very soothing and calm. I personally have 3 fish right now. I've actually had fish basically since Harvey, mostly because when I got Harvey, my sister wanted a pet in her room, so my parents got her fish, and then they moved down to the living room when our one fish got too big for the tank. But I currently now have 3 fish. 2 glowfish, a red glowfish named Scarlet and a green glowfish named She-Hulk. 3 guesses where I got those names from. And an algae eater named Bob. And I'm actually thinking of getting 3 more glowfish to add to the tank. So, Bob can have 2 boys to kind of hang around with, and I can add a 3rd girl in there to kind of even it out. Okay, number 2 is dogs. I love dogs. Dogs are loyal, they are obedient, and, you know, they're very pack-orientated animals, and yes, that is my dog right there. I don't know what else to say about dogs. There's just so much about them. Aside from the loyalty and whatnot, they come in a variety of sizes, from teeny tiny little Chihuahuas to great big Great Danes. They can just be a family pet. They can be a therapy animal and go to hospitals and nursing homes and whatnot and help people, or just, you know, work one-on-one with one person. I have heard of people who suffer PTSD, either soldiers or people who were victims of violent crimes, getting dogs because it gives them something to focus on other than what happened to them. And then they become basically a therapy dog. Service dogs. I work retail. I see service dogs all the time. And I don't just mean, seeing eye dogs. There's service dogs for people who can't hear, service dogs for people who aren't very mobile, service dogs for people who are allergic to certain things that they come in contact with constantly because it's in everything. And they can also be working dogs, like police dogs, military dogs. Well, I guess a service dog would be a working dog as well. Or, again, they can just be your best friend, someone you come home to every day who's just so excited to see you. My dog, every time we walk in the house, she practically jumps up on us. She's just so happy to see us and everything. She loves going anywhere with us if she can go somewhere with us. So we've always had dogs. I mean, this is actually our 3rd dog, and we've always had dogs in my house. And my number 1 favorite domestic animal is cats. I'm a cat person. I admit it. I love cats. Again, yes, those are my 3 cats. I've actually had other cats before these 3. 3 other cats, so 6 total. Well, 7 if you want to count the one that my dad had when he and my mom got married, and that passed away when I was really little. So I guess since our time together kind of overlapped, he was kind of my cat. I just don't remember him that much. But I do love cats. Cats are, to me, particularly my cats, are snugglebutts. And by that I mean, when it's on their terms, and with a cat, and people who have cats will definitely agree with this, when you have a cat, everything is on their terms. But when it is on their terms, cats love to snuggle. They will come up to you. My cats, particularly my older cat, my male cat, they will come up to you and they will curl up on your lap, and they will just want to be cuddled and petted and whatnot. And so they are big snuggle butts, and or at least all the cats I've seen, with the exception of Ruby, but that's a whole nother story. But she was also kind of a snuggle butt in her own way. Also, they're very independent. I mean, when I go to work, I'm more concerned with leaving the dog home alone than I am with leaving the cats home alone. because the dog craves attention, the cats don't really care. Also, like, you can go on a overnight or a weekend trip and not really worry too much about the cats. You just fill up their water bowl, their food bowl, make sure they have a clean litter box, and they're happy. A dog, you have to have a neighbor or a family member kind of come over, feed it, pay attention to it, walk it, let it out. So, you know, for people who travel, like, cats probably a better pet. And that's not why I like cats. I don't know why I like cats. I just do. I'm just a cat person. That's all I have to say. Okay, feel free to check out my other top favorite videos. Also, feel free to leave your comments and questions in the comment section. I do love to read those. Please like and subscribe, or like and if you're watching this video on YouTube, or like and share if you're watching this video on Facebook. Also, feel free to follow me on Tumblr, Instagram, Twitter, and DeviantArt. I do have my names for those four sites, right there on the screen, as well as the pictures I use for the icon. Please note that all pictures seen within this video belong to their respective artists, except for the last two that, the one for dogs and the one for cats. Those are mine. I own absolutely nothing. Also, I do take requests, so if you have an idea for my next top favorite video, leave it in the comment section. And if I can think of 5 or 10 things for that list, I will do a video on it. Okay, feel free to check out my top favorite special edition videos. And my other videos. Hey, quick reminder on my comment rules. Okay, and before I sign off, 2 things I'd like to touch on. First off, please note that my Movie Talk Birthday Special Edition video on The Lion King and my Movie Talk videos on Van Helsing, Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters, and Spooky Buddies are exclusively on my Facebook page as of the posting of this video. I am going to do re-uploads of them for YouTube. However, they will not be posted until October. Reason being, Van Helsing and Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters are Halloween-ish movies, while Spooky Buddies is a Halloween movie. So to me, it just makes more sense to post those or re-upload those videos in October, which is when Halloween is. And as for The Lion King, that is a birthday special edition video. So again, to me, it makes more sense to post the re-upload on my birthday, which is in October. So, just be patient. I will get those uploaded. But again, it is not going to be until October. Until then, you can check them out on my Facebook page. I will have the link in the description section. Also, TV Talk is now exclusively on my Facebook page and has been since last September. And this is due to the fact that for whatever reason, YouTube is considering these videos spam. It probably had to do with the fact that I had a very low subscriber count at the time. So I will try to repost those again once I get to 100 subscribers. Right now, at last check, I am at 67, so we'll see how that goes. Once I get to 100, I'll try reposting those again. But I make no promises that it will happen. It's all up to YouTube. But until then, or if I cannot post them at all, you can, at least to YouTube, you can check them out on my Facebook page. And just to make it a little easier on you guys, here is a list of the TV shows I have either done a TV Talk video on or am currently doing TV Talk videos on. Please note that Riders of Berk is, all the videos for Riders of Berk are on YouTube. Defenders of Berk, Big O, Star Wars, Agent Carter, Touched by an Angel, and Walker, Texas Ranger. The older videos are on YouTube. The newer videos, and by newer videos I mean the ones from late September 2017 onward, are on Facebook. Game of Thrones, the first TV Talk video is on YouTube. All the rest are on Facebook because it was the second one that I was having problems with, and at first I thought it was due to the title, until I actually read the notice and found out what it was for. And Avatar: The Last Airbender and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. are, as of this point, exclusively on Facebook. As always, thank you for watching and have a very nice day.